Hey there, Dr. Kara here with KH Evolution. I wanted to take a moment and talk to you about the medicine wheel. So the medicine wheel is a timeless, age-old template that was used by Native cultures, Native American culture. So the medicine wheel has a template in and has its roots in Native American culture, as well as Peruvian shamanism and other indigenous cultures throughout the world. And the medicine wheel was really handed down as a circle, as a template that was used to help the elders to explain the evolution of life and that growth into greater and wisdom. And so we use this template today to walk and journey for personal growth, to embody a deeper and deeper essence of our soul and why we're here and what we came here to do. So we can use the teachings of the different directions of the medicine wheel to help us understand what we're experiencing, help us to identify what beliefs we carry along with us, how we got those beliefs, and what we're supposed to do with them, kind of how we're supposed to identify with our story that makes us unique, and unravel that story so that we can move forward. So we use this template of the medicine wheel. Again, it follows the directions of the 4 directions, cardinal directions. So in the east is the direction of the rising sun. And here we look to the east to begin something new, to bring in new energy, new thoughts, new ideas. And we sit in this space to generate kind of a beginning space to our journey. And then when we move to the direction of the south, when we, and this is all kind of metaphorical, right? We're not going to go stand in the south or move, but specifically, but when we turn to the direction of the south, we invite in the energy of looking at the physical aspects of our life, these third dimensional ways of being and how we are manifesting that and creating that in our life. And we shed those stories that are no longer serving us and that are keeping us trapped and stuck and most specifically stuck in fear. And then when we move into the direction of the west, we embody and start to realize that we are more than just physical beings, and we start to begin to identify with the emotional stories and woundings that have gotten us to where we are today. And then when we move to the north, our 4th direction, we start to look beyond ourselves and realize that we are here having this spiritual experience. And we start to realize that being in the present moment is the most important thing that we can really gift ourselves to really enjoy this human experience to the fullest. So those are a brief highlight or description of your 4 directions. Now, when we are going through our learning and our process, we stop and pause in each of these directions to truly understand their lessons at a deeper level. And we can walk the medicine wheel hundreds and hundreds of times in our lifetime, right? We don't have to be just walking it once. In addition to that, we're experiencing several of these directions, in fact, all of these directions at one given time. But often what we realize is that there's one direction that's more prominent than others, that's coming to the forefront to get our attention. And that's where we're being called by Spirit to look at in the moment so that we can really take advantage of the opportunity for personal growth that's here with us in the moment. In addition to the 4 cardinal directions, we also look below us to Mother Earth for her support. We acknowledge her support, her energy, the energy of the divine feminine coming in and creating that stability for us. And then we look above to Father Sky and to all of the spiritual support that comes from us from that direction, from the stars and the planets and the moon and the essence of these elements that perhaps are off planet Earth, and they are considered by native cultures as being the divine masculine energy, and it brings that balance to us. So we're bringing in the above and the below to that, to bring in a complete balance of divine masculine and divine feminine. And then we come to center, to within. Some cultures will identify with this as the 7th space. Others do not, and I like to acknowledge it because I think it's really important for us to come within. And from following me or looking at some of the material that I've provided, this within space is critically important. So within is where we pause last and we really come to center and we learn how to live in the presence of our own body. We learn how to live in the presence of our own soul and acknowledge it and honor it above all else. And this is really the epitome of that spiritual journey. So I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to the medicine wheel and how I use it as a template for my own life, and how I use it as a template for my students, for my clients that come in for energy work, and in the healing room as a foundation for our own personal guided spiritual growth process. If you're interested in learning more about the healing room, more about me and my process and what I can do to help support your growth, then please check out khevolution.com. Also, of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can come back and visit and when I put up some additional videos. So have an excellent day, and thanks so much for tuning in.